Hello everybody and welcome back to Shay's Hobby Doc Bay. Sorry, trying to get things fixed here. Um, this is another part. I can't remember what part we're on, 5 or 6. It'll be in the title. Sorry. Of the comparing the 1970s to the 1980s to now. So, we lived on the coast. Now, there was some little something. Remember, I couldn't remember everything. I thought that was something I was leaving out when we lived on the coast in that house. The coast in that house. If I could talk plain, where everybody could hear my words right. Where all the kids, my friends, we played outside a lot and all the time. Well, I had wanted to mention this, and I forgot. My mom used to babysit, so my friend that lived right across the street from us, her baby sister, Lord have mercy. No, it was a baby brother. Her baby brother, my mom used to babysit. Most of the time, just him. Every once in a while, it would be her other baby brother that was a little bit older because I think he went to like kindergarten or something, so mom only had him for certain times. And I just wanted to bring that up and mention that, and that's what I had forgot to mention in the other one. So, in 1979, I turned 11 years old, and we decided to move back to Collins. So, we moved, and we moved in town in Collins in a house that we rented. And this house I loved. It was a red brick house. It was an old house, but it was cool, and it had almost all the way wraparound porch. It had a carport that we could drive up under. It was just cool. I really liked it. It was right across one road because we lived on a corner. Okay, so in front of us was what was called Old Highway 49. And then the other little side road was a side road. And across that side road was a Fred's Dollar Store. And so I used to, late in the evenings, when the store was closed, it was still daylight, but I could take my bike over there and I would ride around in the parking lot. During the day when it was open, Mom allowed me to go over there by myself in the store and walk around and look. And I wouldn't even have no money and wouldn't even be planning on buying anything. I just loved to go over there and walk and look and browse. And so I would do that a lot. Okay, across from Fred's, but across the old Highway 49, so it was kind of catty-corner to our house, was the library. So I used to always walk to the library also. And I enjoyed that, and I could check out books and everything. And then the school, well, where Fred's was, so actually behind the side road that went behind Fred's, because these were blocks. It was in town. Behind that one, across the street, was the school, the elementary school where I went to school. So I would actually walk to school. There was a few times that I even, for lunchtime, I got to walk from school to my house and eat lunch at home with Mom and walk back to school. I enjoyed that. And then I can remember Mama would have a rummage sale outside there in the big yard. And then I remember myself playing like I was having a rummage sale one time. Daddy had a camper trailer sitting next to our drive-up carport. And I would play in it. And on our car, under the carport, I would lay like my doll clothes and stuff out. And I was playing like I was having a rummage sale. And let's see. Mama had a piano. She had the piano. See, I forgot to tell this too. When we lived in the house on the coast, she had the piano there. She only knew one little thing, and she taught it to me. I think it was chopsticks. I'm not sure. But she had wanted to give me piano lessons. So the church we went to, this teenage girl named Lisa knew how to play the piano. So Mama was going to hire her to teach me how to play the piano. So I only remember her coming one time, though, and trying to teach me a little bit on it. And I don't think it ever went any further. I don't know why. I don't know if she didn't think I was good enough and it wouldn't work and she told Mama and so they dropped it or what. But that's all I remember of that. But we had the piano. We had moved it with us to this house. I would sit at it and I would just pound on it and play like I was playing away. Mama had a bunch of records. They were gospel records. I'd put them on, or it was 8-track tapes or cassette tapes. I'd put them on to play, and with them singing, I'd sit there and pound. It wasn't harmonized or whatever you call it. It wasn't right. It didn't go with it. I didn't know how to play, but I'd pound on that thing and I'd sing with them songs. I loved doing that. Alright, let's see. That's about all I can remember at that house. Alright, then that house, the people we was renting it from was saying it was an old house and it was about to fall down and they wanted to sell it. So the people that was going to buy it was going to tear it down and build something else there. So we had to move. So Mom and Daddy went and looked at trailers, mobile homes, and they got, our first one we had was an older one, and it was like the 12-foot size. This new one they were looking at, Mama was looking at a 14-foot size, or, 14 long, 8 wide, 80 long, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. So they got that, and our land out on Bowie, which where we had lived before we moved to the coast, Daddy was wanting to move back out there again. So they got the trailer and put it out there, but we had to move out of the house before our trailer was ready. So we had to move in with my dad's mama and daddy in their old big house they lived in. And I loved that house, and I can remember going outside on the patio and walking up and down and toting my baby dolls at 11 years old, almost 12 and 12 years old, doing this and playing and walking up and down the walk and everything. And I actually had my birthday at Granny's house, living there with them out on her front patio. I turned 12 years old. And so I would go to school. Mama would take me, but I think I would walk back home, back to Granny's, from school. Okay, then so in 80 is when I turned 12 years old. And before I turned 13, our trailer was ready and set out on Bowie, and we got to move in out there. And I'll stop it here. This is 8 minutes long now. I'm trying to keep them short, but some of them have been pretty long. So I'm going to stop here, and when I come back, I will tell y'all about living on Bowie again. It was 1980 when we moved there, and I turned 13 in 81. So I'll tell y'all all about that. Alright, y'all. Hope y'all are enjoying this. Sorry, I kind of have been out of breath talking. Also just got through eating supper. So, I'm done for now. I'm out of here until next time I'm done. I'm going to toodaloo.